Today we are in Courage and Soar, which is our second store. Let me explain. Oh, the fan stopped.
Oh, perfect timing.
Hello.
Hello.
I thought I would bring this Yahoo to explain ourselves. What are we doing?
All right, explain yourself.
Explain yourself.
Explain yourself.
Explain. Let's talk about the story of Courage and Soar, how it came to be.
That's the goal.
Why are we opening a second store? Where is it? What is it?
Because it's something worth doing. That's it, that's the answer. It's worth doing.
So it's right next door to our current store.
Yeah, so Courage and Soar is a couple reasons. There's a lot of reasons why we picked Courage and Soar. So, the number one reason is we already had a store, and the store next to us left, Gina's. And that puts us in a kind of precocious situation. Anytime there is vacancy around a store, it's very unnerving because one, it means people aren't coming to that store, and that loses your foot traffic and all of these bad things. So we were looking at this space wondering what could go in here with, obviously it's very exciting at the same time. And while we have spent months looking at this empty space, we had a problem in our own store, which was we started attracting some really talented folk. Our goal with our store, with our whole company, is to empower people to do what's worth doing, and to do that through sharing stories worth sharing. I know it sounds like a pitch, but that's really what we're about. So our store has over 50 local artists in it. And we started selling things like high-end wood and high-end
There's these
like
hand-painted
stone
necklaces that I'm showing you guys right now that are insanely beautiful, and she definitely deserves to be in a location that, not that that store doesn't fit.
A $15 stuffed hot dog next to a $200 piece of handmade jewelry really does a disservice to the jewelry.
True.
So,
and I think we also we're aging. We're older. I haven't shared that much with you guys, but our company has 15 people now.
That's crazy.
We have benefits, like we have a payroll system, like we are maturing and growing up beyond paper and gifts. Mm-hmm. And I think this space is reflecting that maturity and aging. Well,
I think that's, now we're just talking about like, what does it look like? But right. the spirit was, there was this need in Grand Rapids. True. That was, hey, higher end artists who are still producing goods, we're still missing the boat, right? Now our store does a really good job for people crafting very bright, fun, exciting things. A higher item, art item, right? If you're setting a bronze statue, it's very different than a $10 earring.
True.
So there needed to be a place for that. So that's where this kind of came about, was Courage and Soar. The name wasn't obviously that yet, but it was that there needs to be a higher end version of what we're doing. And then we kept looking at this space and we realized—
it's connected in the back to our space, so it's like a shared bathroom and a shared like storage space. And it just was like—
it's perfect.
It's right here.
The Wi-Fi reaches over here. We don't even have to get new Wi-Fi. So that's a big part of it, is by it actually being almost in the same space. It's like 2 rooms in one building, except for one room is decorated totally different than the other, but our cost wasn't gonna double, and that was a huge opportunity for us.
I wanna let you know, it wasn't just like a yes.
Oh no,
Alex
this has been
like,
months.
Store number 2, and I was like, you are crazy.
It was a joke.
Like, we are not parents, but I have a feeling this was sort of akin to your husband being like, let's have another baby. And you're like, I've been through this once. No. And then time progressed and I was like, well, I really do love my first kid.
Well,
it would be great to have a sister.
I mentioned it at family dinner, and that's when Della comes over and we all do dinner. And again, both of them immediately ganged up on me like I was insane.
You were insane.
And I was just like, but guys,
still are insane.
We already have the problem of running out of space. We have too many artists. They're all over the place. We know we have like $300 Adirondack chairs in the back, and they sold.
Yeah, they did sell.
But they make no sense in our store. It just feels like we're turning into a high-end, like, what do you call it, consignment shop.
Yeah, it was all over the place.
And that got away from what the original purpose was, and so this fixes that.
So the camera cut off yesterday, but we're opening another store, and we're hoping to have it open at the end of March, and then do our grand opening at the end of April because Gazelle, like running store thing, is coming next door to us, and they're having their grand opening near the end of April. So we wanted to do something along with them, but I have an event that I'm going to that you probably saw in the previous vlog. So this is a clip out of time, but you know, you get the idea. If you haven't seen that vlog, go check it out so you see why I'm wearing my fancy name badge. So I kind of set it up a little bit just to get a sense of what it would be like. It helps me to plan ahead and see like colors and stuff. So obviously it's probably not gonna look like this, but I did it just so I could feel like I was understanding the vibe.